Hey guys, Sid here. Welcome to this live stream. And if you're watching the recording also, it's awesome to have you here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk you through what is there inside the Freedom Business Model. We have over 16,000 people who have bought this course, and many people, they know about it from outside, but they've not seen what is inside. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to actually give you a virtual walkthrough of what you're going to be getting if you be a part of my community. If you're already in my community, you know what's there inside. So I'm going to actually share the screen and go through a full-fledged virtual demo, if you like that, okay? Because I've done a lot of videos on my YouTube channel and other places where I talk about different strategies and concepts, but from now onwards, I just want to do more videos where I'm going to demo things to you and show you what's on the inside. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's get into it. So anyone who becomes a part of my community, they actually get access to their own learning management system, a username and password. And I have 3 different levels of membership. Okay, so I have like a silver membership, which is you'll see this particular icon over here. And then I have a gold membership. And what's in gold membership? It's slightly more tactical kind of courses. And I'm going to be doing videos. I'll be walking you through all the different courses, like what is inside that so that you're able to understand the benefit of it. Then I have my diamond membership, which is more, we have our own custom platform, and I'll be doing a demo of that platform also later. And then we have our quantum membership also. Okay, so quantum is it's not for everybody. It's for people who are really doing well in the knowledge business and they want to scale up. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the Freedom Business Model, which is my flagship course, and I'll give you the history of how I launched this. And it's a 3-day course, pre-recorded videos. I'll walk you through all the different elements, what's there inside it, and and what you're going to learn and how you're going to benefit. I'll give you the history of it. So the first version of Freedom Business Model when I launched was in the year 2018, and it is an interesting story because I never thought that I would launch this course. I was just a typical affiliate marketer. I was promoting one of my other mentors' courses through ClickBank, and my commissions got stuck. Around $20,000 of commissions got stuck. And I did not know what to do because I was spending money on ads and I had to literally recuperate that money in some way. So rather than waiting for those commissions to come from ClickBank, I said, let me just shoot one course based on whatever I learned and let me directly start selling it in my webinars so that I can make, I can recuperate my ad costs. And that's how Freedom Business Model happened. Okay, so the first version that I launched was a version which is a very small version, simple version, which is focused more around affiliate marketing as a concept. Where I was teaching people what my mentor was teaching, like build your own ecosystem, build your own hub, and then how do you build a business only of digital products where you do not have any office or employees, and how can you build a business like that? And then what took on a different turn was in a couple of years, maybe 18 months, I shot the second version of the course, completely reshot from scratch, where I included some other elements which I'll walk you through right now. And this completely changed the game for many people. Like I reshot everything based on the 18 months of trying and testing different things. So what started off as affiliate marketing, as a course on affiliate marketing, evolved into a digital coaching course. And many people don't know this story. Okay. So let me now walk you through what is there inside the Freedom Business Model. It is a 3-day course. Okay. It's a 3-day course. And each day opens up, for example, if you get in today, you will be able to see only the first day, and then tomorrow the next day will open up, and the third day the next day open up. So I've actually timed the whole thing. So the first video is more like a launch orientation. So on day 1, I walk you through a launch orientation, tell you exactly how you need to be structuring your path and your journey when you get started with me. I also talk to you about how does this model really work. Then there's something called the self-discovery process to attain freedom. I actually make people do an exercise, and I'll show you inside. The ultimate textbook for coaches. I talk about my book, You Can Coach, that I launch. How to set your intentions and goals, how to make it a fail-proof journey. And then I link you to a success kit. We have a success kit and a book of goals that you can pick up on our shop. So this is all more like an orientation and a context setting on day 1. So if you look at the first video, the Freedom Launch Orientation video, I'll just pause this. Okay. So in this video, I cover everything, right? From how do you structure your business. There is a whole set of pointers that I cover in terms of the code of honor, the value system of our community. Then I get into things like I'll just reduce the volume over here, and then I get into towards the end, what is the journey like? Because there are different levels of membership. I'll tell you which membership is best for what category of people. So I have a whole stack, and I walk you through the entire journey, in terms of how you can get the best value from the community, and everything is piece by piece. I've constructed the entire model that covers every aspect of the knowledge business. This is a 21 minutes video. And below that, I actually do a survey to understand my customers and to serve my customers better. And then we have links over here. So we have a GST invoice, social network, Telegram group. We have our own journey and a path to freedom that I actually give. And we have a brand new path that has been set up right now. So when people come into the community, I give them a path. It is the Freedom 2.0 path now, which means that when somebody comes in, they will be able to access different levels of they'll have different focus points. Okay, so this is like the overall journey, but we have redesigned the entire path, which is like this. Okay, so what people need to do in the first phase of the journey, in the first 3 months, next 6 months, next 12 months, and for every stage I've given like a learning path and an implementation path. Okay, so this is what I cover, and that will also be people will be able to download that. And the second video is where I get into day one. The second video is more about how does the model really work. This is like a very in-depth mind map where I talk about the different kinds of business models. Then I share like a whole bunch of stuff. Like we see this mind map, the 3 categories of people, the 6 principles of freedom, 7 types of business models, 5 pillars of freedom, why people fail, what are the success principles, the 5 levels of experts. I cover that. It's a pretty intense information that you get and I covered it in a very fast and crisp way. Okay. So the foundation is set, and I also give a blueprint on how to really make it successful in the knowledge business. Then I talk about, and I give some action points. So everything is covered over here. And if you look at this, I've got like more than 9,000 comments below just this first video. And every day somebody or the other is commenting, and they're sharing their takeaways, they're sharing their notes. These kind of things are really inspiring for me. When I see people sharing their handwritten notes and stuff, it's amazing. See, that also shows that people are learning in this platform and they're really getting the best value. And then what I do is the self-discovery process. So the second, the video after this, I make people go and check out, other experts in this space, specifically like Entrepreneur on Fire, Johnny Dumas, Pat Flynn, where they've openly shared their income reports. And I make people go and, study those reports to come and share below on what were the patterns. And this video, see, look at the 7,400 comments below this, where people are able to look at patterns. So rather than me just teaching stuff, I'd like to make people go and learn on their own. Okay. So, and they come and share, they document their learnings below. So I like to, make people think for themselves. And that's what I've done in this video. Then on day one, once you come in, I'll introduce you to my book, You Can Coach. And if you'd like to buy my book, there's a link that I give, people can pick it up. And then I get into intentions and goals. So this is a very, very powerful exercise that all my students need to go through right on day number 1 when they get started, is how to set the intentions and goals. And here I do like an exercise. I make people visualize their goals and their, how to set the intention. And this is where I give a goal card template where everybody can download the goal card template, whichever template that they want. They can go to any print shop and get like a PVC card done. They have to handwrite their goals and keep this goal card in front of them every single day. And I also introduce people to the strangest secret in the world. And look at this. There are so many people who are sharing like selfies, pictures with their goal card. Some of them just take a printout. Old people, young people, teenagers, men, women, people from all parts of the world. You can see how many comments below this. You can see we have easily over 4,000 people have submitted their their comments below here. And then what happens, the next video is how to make this a fail-proof journey. See, most people, they fail because they don't have the right accountability system. So I have a very proven structure. We have our own dedicated social network where I tell people how to go and update their profile on our social network. I tell people how to link to their own websites. And we have a 6-step process, like how to join the social network, how to complete the profile, and how to use the forums, how to post on a daily basis. So if anybody has any queries, they can post directly on the network, how to find an accountability partner. And we have different kinds of achievers. Okay. We have freedom mentors, you have diamond members, you have freedom finishers, Hall of Fame achievers. So each one of them have different symbols that we represent in our network. And when a new person comes in, they'll be able to connect and access, those different, people. They can go and ask questions and stuff. So I made my community beautiful, like in the sense, anybody can interact with each other across my 15,000 plus students, but we have a strong code of honor. No self promotions are allowed. No spamming links are allowed. If that is there, they'll be removed immediately from the network because you don't want any kind of spammers in the group. And we have an accountability system where I give the system for that. Like on a daily basis, how to share your task updates on a weekly basis, how to do a 30 minutes mastermind with your accountability partner on a monthly basis, how to do a review with your accountability partner. So the entire system has been defined. Okay, the template I've given, and so the whole journey becomes so much better, and you get the downloadable mind maps also. And then the end of day one, I also give you all the members a link to go and pick up in case they want to buy the success kit and book of goals. I've designed my own, a book of affirmations. I have my own goal cards, which comes to you as a part of the success kit. So all that is, let me just see. I give a demonstration of all my products. So if anyone wants to buy this from my store and my shop, my merchandise, that's also available over here. So we got a lot of people who are buying my products in physical products through this. So that's day number one. So day number one, people get the whole overview of how to set the foundation, and it's maybe a 2-hour learning process, including this 40 minutes video and the action assignments that I give. So in 2 hours, the whole context and orientation is done and set. Then on day two, we get into the skills. I talk about what are the top 4 skills that people need to be successful in this knowledge business. I get into how to identify your niche and what products to sell. In fact, in this particular video, I share a lot of niches. I have a whole mind map filled with niches: business growth, career growth, health and wellness. There are many, many subtopics that I also share over here. Under career growth, health and wellness, make money, relationships. And I also have developed a tool called the niche finalization system tool, where people are able to find their niche within 3 to 4 minutes. And this is the big problem that many people have. So they find their niche, and I make people also type like, what is their niche? What is their micro niche? What goal do they want to fulfill? Who's their target market? What is the method that they want to use to solve the problem? In what languages they want to teach? And which is their micro location? Like, that do they want to target Bangalore or Hyderabad? Like, which was the location that they are on? So this one video, even though it is just 10 minutes in total duration, people, when they go through this, they get super clarity just on how to get started. And then the next video after that is I talk about how do you finalize your micro market, your micro niche finalization. I think we covered this already. Yeah. There's another niche validation process. Okay. There's a 5P process that I actually walk them through. So your passion should solve a problem targeting a particular persona, and there has to be potential in the market, and only then you can get paid. So I'll talk about all the different aspects of how do you validate to see whether your niche is monetizable or not. And then I make people go and do research on the world's top marketplaces. So right from there's Udemy, there is, let's come into this. I make people go do research on Udemy for other courses on that particular topic. I make people go do research on Coursera, Simply Learn, LinkedIn Learning, Skillshare, Creative Live. And then also ClickBank. It's a great place to go and do research to find out what's really trending with high gravity. And then I give some examples. Then I make people to go do research on Quora, on Medium, Brandly, BuzzSumo, Answer the Public. And then I also introduce them to 4%, which is where I'm learning from my mentors. And there are so many other resources that people get. So it's amazing the kind of knowledge that people would get at the end of day 2 itself is mind blowing. And for me, my whole teaching style is point shooter. I don't like to beat around the bush. I just get straight to it. And, it's point shooter style. I don't really share anything that is not relevant. Okay. And then I get into how to build the personal brand online, because now once the context is set in terms of what can you sell, what is your niche, what are the different kinds of products that you can sell in the digital space, then I talk about this whole aspect of branding, personal branding. How do you clarify your message, the photo shoot, the logo, the blog, the social profiles, the funnel definitions, how do you grow your influence, be a part of a community, how do you analyze the results. So the 10-step personal branding process that I covered through this video in 6 minutes video. And the amazing thing is, a lot of people they're able to get better clarity, and I can see all the notes that people are learning through this. So that's the end of day number 2. And then day 3, when people come, is when I get into the sales part. Okay. We talk about the elements of a money-making sales funnel. And all of this is pre-recorded videos. So many of our members, they go through this multiple times that they have to really, refine their concepts even better. Because the first time you watch it, you may get the idea, but the second time you watch it, you'll get even better insights. So here I talk about the different kinds of stages of pre-framing, conversion, community building. Then for that, you need to have a lead magnet, a tripwire, a core product, a profit maximizer. So I talk about the elements of money-making digital sales funnel. And then I also give a blueprint at the end, which is my video money funnel blueprint, which has actually helped me. Even right now, I use this, my video money funnel blueprint that is helping me even now generate sales on autopilot, okay, through all my different content. And then I talk about on day 3, what to expect on this journey. This is where I connect the dots, because there are going to be three categories of people who will come into this. Okay, and I tell people that everybody is inspired to start things, but usually a lot of people quit very easily. So to really overcome those challenges, you need to understand that which stage that you're in. Okay, you may be a novice stage, I've given the qualities. You may be a star, okay, or you may be a pro, but you have some qualities, so there's a different path for you. And you may be a star. Star is somebody who's already an influencer. So depending on what experience level you have, I've chart out like a different focus point for you. And then I actually share a link where we have stories of transformation of we have more than 40 plus documented crorepati's, 150 plus documented six-figure earners. And as of today, more than 5,000 4.9 star reviews on Trustpilot. And you'll be able to see the actual videos of our Crore Club members and what breakthroughs that they had. The people who have actually crossed 1 crore, and they share that. So on day 3, you're really inspired. And then towards the end, I actually connect the dots. So in the connecting the dots, I make people share, what did you learn? What were your big takeaways? What were your biggest aha moments? I make people pause the video and share that. And then I connect all the dots below this video. And then below this, you can actually see there is I talk about what, those who want to go to the next level. I have developed a platform. They can go and see a demo of that. And you can see more than 7,000 comments over here just of people, sharing their realizations. Okay. I mean, I just want to read a few over here. Hitesh said an hour ago, he said, I realized the potential of the digital business ocean so far, and it means a lot. Looking forward. Okay. And I guess I'm becoming SRB now. What is SRB? I do not know. Okay. Let's look at Sunil. Last 3 days, my biggest learning was I understood my niche. Furthermore, I have to work on mainly 2 areas: mindset focus and systems development. Only then I will get the real freedom business model, knowledge business. So work with entrepreneur mindset, not with an employee mindset. So that was a big takeaway for Sunil. Let me just skim down. Let's look at Smriti. Strong entrepreneur mindset can lead your life, can lead you to the life that you desire. Motivation alone does not work. Action and getting out of the comfort zone is very important. So that was her takeaway. Day 1, Akhil, he learned all the principles. Day 2, he learned all of this. So you can see everybody sharing their biggest aha moments and breakthroughs. And then from here, I take them on to the next course, which is Niche Clarity Blueprints. Okay, so Niche Clarity Blueprints is the next course. So this course, you can finish it if you're able to sit for 2 hours a day for the next 3 days. The foundation will be set. And then from here, I take them to the next course where I actually help them deep dive and go deep into Niche Clarity. So I'll do another video on this, on how I've actually designed Niche Clarity Blueprints on the various different niches, more than 500-600 niches I've done research on. So it's a very systematic, step-by-step, intensive learning journey, self-paced learning where you can learn on your own and you can watch it how many times that you want. And the best part is, while you're learning through my courses, you can also be a part of the community and our social network. You can also ask questions. So every Thursday, we do our Inner Circle Masterminds. We also do a hackathon every Tuesdays, where that's more like action mode. I bring people together and I make people take action inside that session, because I know that just giving people courses, nobody's going to finish it. So only a few people will actually finish the courses. So to improve the action taking and the results for the community members, I've also designed hackathons every Tuesday that will happen live, where I'll be teaching for 1 hour and then I'll make people take action for 1 hour and I'll give them time for that. So people just keep joining in between the hackathon at whatever stage and they just catch up. And if they finish that hackathon, they get an award at the end of 3 months. So I keep I keep restarting the hackathon every 3 months. And besides that, every Thursday we have our Inner Circle calls. So I hope all of you are able to see the value of, this one course itself, the Freedom Business Model, which is literally redefining the digital coaching industry in India. As of now, we have more than 16,000 paid members who are going through this process right now. Many of them are not from the training and coaching industry, and then they have ended up becoming trainers and coaches. Many of them who have not been a trainer itself have crossed 1 crore in revenues because of the simplicity of the system. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, right, in the link in the description, there's a link if you'd like to join the community, get started today. And in my future videos, I'm going to be sharing the demo. Like, I want to demo all my products every day or every other day. And this is the demo of the Freedom Business Model. Okay, right now I have more than 25 plus courses at different stages. So I want to be very transparent with all of you on what exactly am I teaching for the people who are outside. so that you understand the value of the system that I've created over the last 4 years. This is not just something that happened overnight. I kept building and building and improvising it over time. And right now we are in the in the 3.0 version of all of my courses. So it's the third version of it. Just like how iPhone, you have a keeps launching every few years, every year a new version. I've kept improving the versions of my courses. And those people who pay and come into the community, they just need to pay once, and they keep getting the updates whenever I do a future update. So they don't have to pay again for the silver or gold membership. Of course, DAM membership, I'll tell you more about that once you're inside. It's a subscription-based model because you have a dedicated platform and stuff, which I'll demo to you later. But I hope you found this useful. This is useful. All of you just type super useful in the chat box. And if you have any other questions, you can always drop those questions and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Looking forward to seeing you inside the community, the Internet Lifestyle Hub, as a silver member. Click on that link, go to sidzsys.co/join, and you'll get to see the value of this. Okay, you have a special offer going on right now. Jump in before the price increases. All the best. Take care.